conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Steering site. Tyranid, burrowing class, apex size.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
The Trigon could be anywhere. Close formation.
Warm up and
Our adversary wishes to renew their assault. Deny the alien bomb. Sending fragmentation. Failed at hope. Here comes the Trigon! Close ranks and go! Look, the beast changes its vector. Trigon abomination! Close ranks and go! We were bred for this! Skitter to the graves! Reload! This galaxy is the door to the power. Searching rounds. Watch for the beast. This foothold is a bulwark. Rally and relocate, brothers. Close ranks and go!
A lift station lies just ahead, incidental to our objective. Utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Understood, Magos. The lift is within our sights.
I have summoned the transport. Remain patient. Transport inbound.
Perplexing, I have transmitted no authorizations.
This is not an ideal running point. You must keep moving until the lift arrives.
Transport. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Move until the lift arrives. Now to the lift.
That silence Tyranids dispelled and dismantled.
Xenos is living artillery. Exterminated. The weapon beast is destroyed.
Muster at my location. Keep going forward.
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bioresearch Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Magos Gallio, can you analyze this servo skull?
Brilliant. The servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
No, the servo skull closed. It is clearly malfunctioning.
A suggestion, abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6, if you ever speak to him again.
Let Magos Gallio do it with the servo skull. Trigon repellent. We shall keep the strength of the Trigon sounds against Imperial construction. A miracle getting a fresh magazine in. chance at it, brothers.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the undoubted sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Mitrian has failed thus far, and she will continue to fail.
Without Ignoel Mitrian, you would all be dead by now.
Sending fragments.
Lagos, we have a Trigon complication. It summons legions of Xenos.
Status. The facilities will stop in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Melter munitions should be nearby.
Every Xenos will get a melter charge.
This is the road path. Must turn back.
Doors to the tower. Melter munitions are near. We must find them.
The thermal power of the Imperial. This infestation.
Crush the ravenous.
Eradicate the Xenos crawlways with the melter charges.
Light the tunnels ablaze with melter charges.
None of the defenders.
Place melter charges on the Xenos warm spot.
The passages are purified. Equipment.
I bring a melter charge and death.
Plant the melter charges on top their moldering passageways.
Out you down to their
Cleanse those Xenos passages. You failed that oath.
Eradicate the vermin from the tunnels. Always sealed.
Infestations.
Keep scanning for signs of the Trigon.
You are pawns of a redundant system gridlocked by bureaucracy and blinded by flesh faith.
Execute that one, lest it summon more. Our enemy brings forth more of its foul kind. Fresh cut. There is no going.
Inside the facility, you'll find Mitrian cowering in her data enclave.
This is Lagos Gallia. I hereby order you to send
If you
your
missed our
message.
binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
Deceptive beast never stood a chance. Rion, load up. Follow me through.
Three meat lackeys seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Mitrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Telling you, boy, you stand in power cells.
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good box. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the might comes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Source of power cells so we can restore visibility.
Galaxies of God power.
Where is that power cell?
That silence Xenophore a victory
Source of power cell so we can restore visibility.
Power cell identified.
Hurry, brothers. The generators need power cells. Changing magazine.
Arming up. Skitter to the three, Xenos. This power cell has some charge. These generators need power.
disrupt her attempts to connect with our facility's network. Matron will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Disconnect the cowering tech priest from her cradle of wires.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Dig in and defend!
We crushed the ravenous brood underneath. You're dead and I will take it. Success! The connection is no more.
Return to Matron's containment unit. See, Matron, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
This galaxy's the door to
Reload.
These tender thoughts of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My imagination is already achieving my designs. You are fools. Silence! Meridian, confirm possession of her equivalent mass of computational gray matter.
that science too kid.
The asset does not seem to have anything left to say.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Get her to the grave. Keep going forward.
Through one last maelstrom we go. Not even this interminable storm dampens our chapter's colors.
ride on Xenos is ready. That silenced the two divine chitters. Searching round. There is no going back to that.
I cannot land with that borrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Demetrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Grant this monstrosity no water. Its shell coating has weak spots. Shoot them! Glorious battle, strengthen talons. Another melter charge!
Excavation purposes only.
Cleanse those Xenos passages! I hate these rancid vermin! But killing them is gratifying. Purify the infected tunnels with the melter charges. Melter! This galaxy's the door to the place melter charges on the Xenos spots. Obliterate every last odious scourge! Plant the melter charges on top their mouldering passageways! Resources acquired! Brace for an assault from above!
success, despite the odds.
Magos, how well did you know Metrium?
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.